I have a new album concept for you today. Hey everyone, it's LJ here. Welcome back to another Squdge craft video. I have a new album for you in the most interesting way possible, because it feels almost like a new album concept. It's not something that I've done before. It popped up as a question and the answer just has worked so well. So yeah, we'll get into that in just a second. If you do enjoy these videos, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Now, ordinarily, when you buy an album or you build an album, you build the whole thing. You build the cover, you build all of it. You build kind of the entire thing. But cost of living crisis and the prices of everything everywhere in the world is ridiculous. Through my work on Twitch, I have quite a few people and quite a few followers and subscribers who are in America, and I'm in the UK. And shipping is... whew, there are words that I cannot say on YouTube to describe shipping. And so we were just sort of spitballing, throwing ideas at each other, thinking, how can we do this in a way that could actually work? And then someone mentioned these folders. Now, if you remember these folders, these are the folders with the two holes and the arches, and you've got the cover. You can put things in there. I used it a lot in school. You know, you punch a hole, you stack more paper in, and we thought, why can't we? So one of my lovely followers over on Twitch and here has one of these folders, one of these files that she uses to put all sorts of bits and pieces in. And it's great because it can be interchangeable. It's almost like, you know, an old-fashioned scrapbook where she can make a page, take it in, take it out. So that's what we've created. And this way, all I'm shipping her are the pages. There's no chipboard, there's no cover, there's no all of that stuff, which just bumps up the price ridiculously. So we're not going to do that. So this was the plan that we came up with. I'm going to go through it, I'm going to show it to you, let me know what you think. Now, I don't have, the front of my folder here does not have a clipboard on. Hers does. So I've just kind of used one of my clips. I've added just some tissue underneath so I don't end up destroying the paper. But on the front of her big folder, she has a clipboard clip. And so this is the front cover. She was very, very specific on her colours. She's a pink girly. She loves it. We added in some purple, some blue, some yellow. She had a few little very specific things that were involved. And I think it's come out really, really nicely. So front cover is here. She wanted a pull down waterfall to add lots of photos in. So that's what we've done. We have got this ribbon closure. Little wax melt on the front here. Wax seal rather, not wax melt. Pull this down, and then this is going to be, you've got the little eye Janets or Brads as you call them in America, to hold this in place. And then once you pull this, once there is a photo in the way, these magnets will not be as strong, and then you've got your pull down waterfall on the front cover. And obviously you can also add photos here as well. They will not catch on the tissue because the tissue won't be there when it is not here. So yeah, I've just popped the tissue on because some of these clips are very, very stiff and I didn't want to damage her page. And so yeah, there we go. And there is the waterfall. And I think it's such a cool idea to have on the very front cover. Like normally I don't put a lot on a front cover of an album just because you worry it's going to get damaged, you know, depending on how people are storing their albums. But she wanted this front and centre, and because it's on the clip, I think it's just brilliant. You can take it in and out to add the photos. I mean, I'm so pleased with it. Back, completely black because it's not going to be seen. It is going to be clipped to the front of her folder. So I'm going to pop that out of the way. I do apologise, my chair is squeaky today. So these are the kind of folders that I'm talking about. I use them a lot for school. This is just a classic one you can get. Obviously, my example is purple because it's me. This was one I used doing my degree, in fact. So yeah. And then when it opens, you have, I'll take the pages out just for a minute. This is what was in mine. And you have the little lock piece that opens, and so you can turn your pages, open up and add more in. You know, if you had this for different subjects. For example, I'd had used this post my degree for my data for some of my, so science, PSHE, ICT, maths, English reading, English writing, English speech and language. So this is kind of the whole point. Now I'm not punching the holes. I'm going to let her punch the holes. What I have given her though is coordinating coloured hole reinforcers. So I have this gorgeous little We Are Memory Keepers punch that punches out the little hole reinforcers. So I've given her a load of those in colours that match the papers, and then she will punch the holes. Every page has this strip along the edge, and that has been left so that it can be punched and sit in the holes like so, and everything will line up nicely. So for example, if I take this page out, you can see that will line up, and she'll punch her holes in this section, and then the rest of the page is still functional, as I will show you. So that was the idea, and I think it's a really cool idea because I'm not having to ship chipboard. I'm not having to worry about things getting bent or damaged. I don't have to send the heavy part, and I love it. Right, let's go through these pages now. So we got 2 pages that are just standalone, and then we have 5 pages that we have added these tabs to, so she can use them to organise her bits and pieces in the folder. Okay, let's get started. We'll start with this dragon themed page and zoom in ever so slightly. So this is the dragon themed page. As I say, this is where the holes will be punched. Got a beautiful little wax seal of a dragon down here, and we have down here, we have a pocket. Nice deep pocket there in the bottom. And then up here, when we move these tabs to the side, we have a little lift flap. And she requested to leave the back blank so she can just stick a photo straight on it. Obviously she can add photos and things under there as well if she likes. And then we just swing these tabs back over like so to lock that in place. And then when we turn this over, we have a nice large side pocket so that she can add lots of storage. And because this doesn't have tabs, this can go anywhere in her piece, and I absolutely love it. I love that wax seal. It's beautiful, beautiful colouring. Okay, next one we have is this kitty cat themed page, and I love these papers. These are these are the Paper Boutique It's a Cat's Life, are the cat themed papers that we used. The dragon ones are It's a Magical World that I used for the dragon album. I will link that for you. So this is a little cat page with this beautiful yin yang cat wax seal. I love that seal. Just some space for either some doodling or some notes, or tiny little photos can be stuck in there. And then we have these 2 towers, and they are mini versions of the towers that we make. So we have one here, and we have one here, and it does pop up, as you can see. Each side has space for 2 photos, and it does spin. Of course it spins, it's me. I have to have things that spin or move, you know this. So we have this one up here, and then this one additionally spins. They do both spin. I won't pop this one up because it's the same, but they do both spin. And then they do both fold back down like so. So there is the front of that page. Again, space for the hole punches on here. And then we turn this over, and we have 2 little expanding pockets. Now I do these in a lot of albums, and they're a great way to hold a lot of small photos or a lot of information in a small space, because all you do is you pop this out and you've got fully expanding page pockets here. So you could add photos or what have you into each of these. Do I have anything small enough right in front of me to use? Of course I don't. That would be too simple, woman. And all that you do is we go one in there, 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 and then when you pop this open, you have a nice little arrangement of the photos. If I show you from the side, apart from them all falling out, you can see they pop out at these angles. If I stick these all in on the same side, just so that it's easier, like so, when you open them, you get that nice array, and I just think it's so pretty. And obviously she's got 2 on this page, so she could add photos in there, she could add little quotes, she could add whatever she likes in there. Really, it's her album, isn't it? That's the joy. Okay, so those are the 2 loose pages, and by loose I just mean they don't have tabs on them. And then these ones have tabs, evenly spaced, just so that she can organise whatever she has in her pages. Okay, so first one is one of the most popular pages that I do. It is the puzzle page, so this is locked, and you can pop these open, and once you find the polka dots, you know that the page is open, and then this flops up and this folds down. Plenty of space for photos or what have you. The other really nice bit that I really liked as we were decorating it, she popped up with, is these are not glued down yet. These are only used, these are only attached using removable tape, so that she can write some quotes on here that are, you know, particularly personal, and then glue them back down. And I absolutely love that element of it as well. So I think that just works beautifully. We've got our nice tab. The tabs are reinforced with some really thick acetate just to ensure that they will last. Okay, turning this over, and we've got a triple pocket. So we've got a nice deep pocket, we've got a mid pocket in the middle, and then we've got the little tiny pocket at the start. So there is the first of the tab pages. Page 2. Now this has 2 double pockets, a large one and a small one. Got a double pocket, and here, this is where I was saying I have punched all of those little hole reinforcers in the colours using these papers, so that she can add them onto whichever pages work. And they're just tucked in that pocket with one of my favourite paper clips, which is our little kitty cat. And obviously she chose the pink one because this is what she is. Okay, we can pop that in there like so. And again, the tab has also been reinforced with that thick acetate. On the back of this, we have the nice big ribbon. Now this page is going to have a very personal photo on that will be printed off before I send it off to her. And then tab opens up like so, and we've got space for photos. Nice little space here where she could add a phrase or a date or something really specific to whatever photo she's sharing. And then you've got spaces here for 2 larger and 4 smaller, or however she wants to choose it. She could just do 1 large photo. You know, the nice thing with these collage type pages is they can be used however they like. These are just ideas that we were discussing as we decorated. Nice space for photos. We will close the ribbon here. Do love, obviously, because again, looking at price and also shipping things with magnets in, using a lot of closures that don't include magnets. You know, the ribbons, the swing tabs, the envelope pocket closures, all of those things work really, really well. So there is page 2. Page 3. So we've got our centralised tab here. We've got our little swing tabs here, and we open this out to the side. And again, we've got a little tuck spot here. Okay, you don't have to use that there, they will also fit here. Lots of space for adding however she likes. You know, you can add things in this way and have a little sneak peek sticking out. We just got a nice little tab. These are more dividers than specific pages in some cases. So what often is, one side will be very, very plain and the other side will be a bit more exciting to scrapbook with, technically, I guess you want to say. This is a nice combination of scrapbook and functionality, and I love something that is beautiful and practical or functional. It makes me happy. On the back here, this is one of the busier pages that we have. It's a nice big full page flap, again closed with this ribbon. Okay, we'll lift this up. We'll start here first. We just have a standard waterfall. This isn't a movable waterfall, this is standard for 4x6 photos, front and back. So she can add photos front and back and on here. Now obviously she could do small photos and some text, large photos, entirely however she likes. And then the top flap here, we've got this, I love this beautiful bird paper, I must say. And then we have a very fluorescent pink ribbon that she was obsessed with, so we need to get that in. And then we wanted to add in a nice fun element. We have a twist and pop. So this is kind of hard to show this on my desk. Here we go. Pull this down and boop, little kitty cats. Now obviously she could add photos here, she could leave it as it is, just add photos top and bottom. These things are totally personalisable in that sense. So we'll pop that in, do up the ribbon. Again, non-magnetic closures for the majority. So, here we go. Next page, we've got another one of these tabs. This is this beautiful cat paper. This is the only page, I do believe, that has magnetic closure, just to keep the angular precision to this page. So this is what I like to call a deconstructed waterfall. I don't know if it has another name. I feel like I maybe watched a cooking show and had deconstructed pie or whatever in my brain, but you'll see what I mean. Rather than it being an up and down or a side to side waterfall, the flaps all go in different directions. So we have the one magnetic closure here. We have this large piece comes down, this piece goes up, and then these go out to the side, that side, that side, that side, that side, and then back down. The backs are all blank, ready to add photos to. These top and bottom ones do have the magnet closure, which is why they are coloured. And then obviously you've got all this room in the middle to add photos to as well. So what I love about hiding the flaps for these sort of deconstructed elements is you get all this real estate back. So yeah, we have over here, that one down, and then that up. There's the magnet. And then the back of this, we have a double element. So these are both exactly the same. So we pop open the little paw print ribbon. These are little photo frames. Don't have anything small enough, but a little acetate frame that you can tuck your picture behind. Same on this bottom one as well. It is exactly the same. And then this is a small version of the full page flip that I've done on previous albums. So for example, this one comes this side. You've got your 4 sections, and then this one goes this way. Bottom one is exactly the same, opens out to the side, opens out to the side. The only thing I did was I flipped the pinks, so that when it's all open this way, it looks a little bit more interesting. Same on the other side. When I open it this way, I have flipped the pinks just so that it looks a little bit more interesting. And again, you've got your 2 little photo frames on the front. Only downside with my hands and using a lot of ribbon closures is tying the ribbons makes my fingers hurt. Okay. And then the final page, got the tab down at the bottom. So we've got a little pocket here. Tab, little pocket there, and then we undo this envelope closure, pull this tab down, and then we have another little pop out section. Just added a couple more of those cat photos in. She is very much same as me, a crazy cat lady, so got to add as many of these cat images as we can in. Obviously you've got spaces here, you can add things, and then she can make this slightly shorter if she wants, or add a charm to the end. I often with these like to add a little charm on the end, but I'm going to leave that for her to make that decision. So that goes around there, and then on the back of here we have rather than the side pocket that was this way on the dragon page, this one we've got on this side, just to kind of make it different in that way. And again, like I say, these are dividers as well as pages. So there we go. It's such a cool idea. I've never done anything like this before. I mean, I don't know that even I would have considered doing something like this, because I get to this point and then I'm building a frame for it. But you know, I'm not shipping chipboard, I'm not shipping all of the heavy bits and pieces with it. I can just wrap these up and stick it in a box. And it's almost like a self-assembly album. Like it's so unique. She chose the 7 pages because that's what fit her design. You could have 3, you could have 10. You know, if you're say you're doing an example like this for your kids, right? Say you want to do their school photos and you have one of these. You have, let's say, 6 kids. So you've got 6 tabs, 1 for each of your children. Okay? Or you get a page like one of these for each of your children. One child really likes flowers and gardening, so they have that page. One child likes painting, so they get the sort of painty page. One child likes mermaids, so they get that. One kid likes cats, so they get that page. One kid likes playing in the woods. Do you see what I mean? There are so many ways you can adjust this to fit your lifestyle. You know, even if you are doing like crazy cat lady like me and you want sections with pictures of your cats, you could use pages like this and you don't have to ship the heavy bit. I don't know. It's not something I think I would have ever come up with on my own, but I love how changeable and adaptable it is and how it can fit everyone's needs. And I love the idea. And it gives so much freedom because, you know, buying albums can be expensive. Making them can be expensive. This sort of is that kind of stepping stone into it, and I absolutely love it. Obviously for me, I love the towers and things that move, but I think this is my favourite page just because of all the cats. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this is something you would purchase or try yourself. Yeah, just let me know what you think of the concept, and I will see you on the next one. Keep crafting. Bye.